everyone. Welcome to Creativity Hive's weekly program. We are kicking off season 4, episode 111. How cool is that? My name is Miriam Haugen. I am part of the Creativity Hive team. We help creatives learn to make impactful storytelling videos through one-on-one teaching and live group coaching. Our weekly hangout brings you people working in all forms of motion media, from broadcasting, video, and all of the related industries from across the globe. Be sure and leave a comment and let us know where you are joining us from. I'm really excited about our guest today. This week, we're really happy to have Russ Hedge, an awesome mentor and friend of mine. He's going to be talking about live streaming, how to build your business, your visibility, and your income through what we're doing right now, live streaming. And hello, Russ.
Hello. How's it going, Miriam?
Great.
It is so good to be here, and I appreciate you so much. I mean, first of all, you're an amazing friend, but yeah, I mean, you have just embraced live streaming, and I think that's awesome.
Awesome. Yes. So I would love to start out by you telling a little bit of your story. What actually, first of all, inspiration specialist may not, may be a little vague for some people, but yeah. So tell us about what you're doing now and how you got to where you're going.
Well, let me back up just a little bit and say that, like many people, Miriam and I knew each other in my previous life in corporate business and a corporate sales and marketing manager. And I love sales and marketing. I do. And so, but when COVID happened, I did that pivot like so many people, started my own business, which I had actually really started right before COVID hit. So I was kind of prepared to go into it anyway. And it was really the best move I ever made, which ended up leading to things like live streaming and all of those type of things. And I am a firm believer in connection and community building. And one way you do that is through things like live streaming. So I have 5 different live streams a week that I do. One with a great co-host that Miriam knows, D. Scott Smith, the Experience Live with Russ and Scott. Miriam has been on all of our shows, I think. And so, yeah, we really love it. And it's a great way to raise visibility. We're going to talk more about that. But I have launched from just doing good old marketing and marketing coaching into showing people how they can connect and raise their visibility and how they can utilize that for their business. And really, that kind of all backs all the way up to inspiration for me, Miriam. I love to inspire and encourage people. It's really my why or purpose in life. And I find ways to do that through gaining visibility and doing marketing and all of those things. I have a fun time just inspiring and encouraging people, and that's where the inspiration specialist title came from.
All right. So 5 live streams a week. How do you do it all? I mean, that's I would be spending my entire time doing nothing but trying to line up guests and everything, posting and doing all that stuff. How do you do it?
Well, first of all, I don't do it all. That's how I do it. The reason, what I mean by that is I have an amazing assistant, Ever, who is phenomenal. And she does a lot of the work in the background because I'll be honest with you, it's a lot of work. And we're going to talk a little bit about monetization. But let me tell you just the reason that all came about. When I started this process, I thought to myself, you know what, Miriam? I really like what I'm doing. I really enjoy this. This live streaming thing is a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. And so I'm going to have to actually make some money doing this in order to pay for doing it, right? I don't make a
Right.
lot of money off doing it, but I definitely pay for all of it and my assistant and times like that. And so that is where the monetization started. And without her help, I could not do the number that I do, but it's a lot of fun. And as you build community and you do it more, it becomes easier. So it's a lot of fun.
All right. So, yeah, tell us, how do you monetize a live stream?
Well, Good question. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do actually. People do it in different ways. Some people say to me, well, if you want to monetize, you got to get over 1,000 followers on YouTube and then you can monetize it, right? Well, they've actually dropped that back to 500 now on YouTube, but you've got to get a certain number of followers and then you can actually go through their monetization program. You could do things through Facebook and LinkedIn and other stuff too. There's ways to monetize different ways, but I thought to myself, I'm kind of a simple-minded guy, and I wanna make it easy for me and easy for people to do it, right? And so, Miriam, you as one of my amazing friends and one of my great supporters over the years have known that I've made it pretty simple to be part of. I've made it affordable and I've made it easy to do. Not a lot of work on the part of people that support me. We do all the work, other than occasionally asking for a logo. Most of the time, we pull that off social media and do all the work without even the guests doing anything or the sponsors doing anything. But we went to a sponsorship program where actually you get sponsors for the live stream. And then you do that by getting people that want to support you and your ideas and what you're trying to get out there, right? What you're trying to get out to people in your community. And at the same time, they get great visibility. They get my sponsors, and we've talked about this before, Miriam, for the small amount that they pay for a sponsorship, they get 4 to 5 times that in advertising visibility from what we do. We do a lot for all the sponsors. And so we've created a deal where great that they can support us, but also they get a great deal all at the same time. So that's kind of where we went to is a simple program. And do you want me to continue on to give a little more information on that?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Well, first of all, I thought to myself, I need to have like a no-brainer price for everybody told me, well, first of all, people told me, I've told you this, Miriam. They told me, okay, here's what you have to do. I've been doing this for 500 years and this is the way it works, right? This is my conventional thinking for you. First of all, you have to get 1 million or more followers, and then you have to step through the 10-step program on how to monetize your live stream, and then you need to jump through this hoop and that hoop and this hoop and that hoop.
And you
Then you
never
can think,
get there.
yeah, and then you can think about doing it. And I said, oh, okay, great. And they look at me and they go, great. And I said, yeah. They said, okay, so what do you think? I said, well, I've already monetized. And they said, what? I said, yeah, actually, I had 2 followers, my wife and and we just, I thought, you know what? I'm going to be dumb enough to think if I ask people to support me that they're going to say yes. And guess what? They said yes. And so I started getting sponsors. Well, then we grew and grew with the amount that we have. But, I learned the value for the sponsors is not really in, I'm letting a secret out here. I charge for this normally, so I'm giving it to you all free. The secret is not in the actual live stream or podcast itself, because people think, oh, you got to have all these followers to make it worthwhile. No, no, no. The secret is in all the advertising that leads up to it. We do organic posting and ads in all social media, all the major social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all of those. There's ads going out on everything with your company logo and links to your company, or whatever you're supporting. I also have nonprofits that we support. And so you get all of that the whole week. So you're getting the 4 to 5 time value that week leading up to that. So by the time we get to the live stream and you get an on-screen little video with your logo and the name of your company and how to connect with you, that also translates to our audio podcast. People hear the same thing because we change all of our live streams into audio podcasts that go out on all major